Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Shri Venugeet. Let's hear the next verses of Venugeet. This Venugeet comes under Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto. In Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 12 cantos, 18,000 verses. And Srimad Bhagavatam, each and every canto of Srimad Bhagavatam is like a limb of Bhagwan. First and second cantos are the lotus feet of Bhagwan. Third and fourth cantos are Bhagwan's thighs. Fifth is Bhagwan's navel. Sixth and seventh are Bhagwan's chest. Eighth and ninth are Bhagwan's Lord's arms. Ninth is Krishna's throat, like neck. And 10th is Krishna's beautiful face with a smile, beautiful smile. And 11th canto is Krishna's forehead. And 12th is Krishna's uh, throne, his mukut, what he wears on his head with peacock feather. So these 12 cantos in Bhagavatam, and the Bhagavatam has 12 cantos and 18,000 verses. 10th canto in Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of the entire Bhagavatam. And like we have 5 air lives in our body, so Bhagavatam also has 5 life air, which are 5 songs which are sung by the gopis. They're not sung by Krishna, they're sung by gopis. That's why among these 5 bhajans songs, the main one is Venugeet, the prime one, in which gopis are glorifying Krishna's flute, Krishna's Venu. This Venu makes everyone dance. It makes everyone go mad. Regarding this, we heard in previous classes the effects of Venu, how it affects everyone in Braj. Till now, we made the foundation, we understood the base and foundation of Venugeet, in which we heard what happens by Venugeet. Krishna's beautiful flute, Venu, what it does to whom? What do people get feelings in their hearts after hearing this Venu's sound, Venu Nad? In between, I left one verse because it was repetition. Now, today, we will read 7th verse of Venugeet, Shiv Venugeet. Now, gopis, what are they saying? Now, from here, we're gonna hear what gopis are speaking. Till now, we just heard the importance of Venugeet, its significance. Now we will hear what gopis said to each other. What were their innermost feelings which they expressed to their Priya Pransakhis, intimate girlfriends. This verse is very important. 7th one. You all can learn it. It's a very beautiful verse. Now from here, We will hear what gopis are telling to their friends. Oh, my friend, see. So Gurudev is repeating the translation first, then he will explain it. He's reading the entire purport. Now, in this verse, gopis, they are telling to their friends and also for people like us, they are giving, they are, they are like chastising us that you are useless. Why we are useless? Because there is a beautiful point here. Oh, my friends, they are speaking to each other like this. All these people who have eyes, what can we talk about their fortune, how fortunate they are? Are they talking about all those who have eyes, the gopis? No. Those eyes which are seeing Krishna, for them they are, these gopis are saying that they are so fortunate, they are so lucky, fortunate that they have eyes, and then with those eyes they can see Krishna. And if they don't see Krishna with these eyes, or if they don't have greed to take darshan of Krishna, then in Bhagavad Gita it is said that these eyes are not eyes. They are what? They are like peacocks' feathers have beautiful designs and it has some eyes made on them. Then these eyes are just like designs, like we see designs on Krishna, on peacock's feathers. Peacock feathers are very beautiful, but it has no life. Can peacock feathers see? The eyes made on peacock feathers, they are just simply some designs. So even if we have beautiful eyes, some has blue eyes, some has brown eyes, some has black eyes, but even though beautiful eyes are of no use, bec- they are useless. They should only be used to see Krishna with these eyes. That Krishna which is playing Venu, the flute. So the success of having these eyes is to see Krishna with these eyes. Otherwise, these eyes are of no use. In the entire human body, there are just two these eyes which can see and understand everything. With eyes, we can see and then we can understand so many things. Can we can we see with the eyes of mind? That's a different level. But otherwise, we only decide or come to consensus by seeing through eyes about someone's beauty. This person is beautiful. How do we see? By eyes. With our eyes, we see and decide. There are so many beautiful things which we see, right? So many beautiful flowers we see, birds we see, beautiful birds. But all this beauty is one side, and Sham Sundar's beauty is on the other side. It's unparalleled, no comparison, because the Roop, his beauty is which um, never reduces, never decreases. Krishna's beauty always enhances, increase day by day. So gopis are saying, "Oh, my dear friend, see, those people who have eyes, they are so fortunate. We have nothing to talk about them, to glorify them." So from here, now from here, we will see gopis have started talking to each other. But this I need to clear with all of you. In these verses, you might feel that gopis are glorifying others, but to themselves, they consider they are very minute, very less, very small. Gopis are seeing their feelings in others. Like ninth level is prem in bhakti creeper, and eighth is bhav. When someone comes to that level, any sadhak, any practitioner, bhakti practitioner, he he or she, um, they can challenge their love. Like if you see a deer, and they say, if this deer comes towards my side, that would mean I have love for Krishna. And if it doesn't come to me, that means I have no love for Krishna. So they can challenge their love for Krishna just by the movement of a deer, just by the movement of an ordinary animal, because at that time they are at the stage of bhav. Does anyone say like this? Like some people write some um, yes or no on a piece of paper to decide to come to some decision. They just write on papers, yes, no, yes, no. For example, should I go to Haridwar Bhagavad Katha, yes or no? So they write on a piece of paper, and then they shuffle, and they close their eyes, they throw the paper, and they ask someone to pick up one paper. Like around 22 years back, I saw one devotee. He was doing the same thing in front of Bhagwan. He would write something on papers and keep it in front of the Lord. And in the morning, they would pick up one paper, whatever answer they would see, they would agree with that. It's like challenging your emotions and feelings and love for Bhagwan just on an ordinary piece of paper. This is just a small ordinary example, actually. Some people have this habit. So this person was from Vrindavan who used to do like this. But those who reach the level of bhavna, they can even challenge the love they have for Krishna, even just on the basis of some movement of an animal. So here gopis, what are they doing? Um, Whatever is going on in gopis' hearts, within them, their love, the love which is having high waves, the prem, the love, gopis are, they are seeing in Yamuna, Govardhan, animals, birds, different feelings, and they are glorifying them. They are superior than us. Gopis will say these she deers are so fortunate. At least their husbands don't stop them from going to husband. These she deers are so fortunate than us. So they are even glorifying an animal, considering it to be very fortunate and lucky. So in reality, what are they doing? They are in a mad situation. Love is so high on their mind, so high that towards Krishna, whatever love they have, so their feelings gopis are able to see in other things around them, be it animals or be it birds or be it plants. So from here, it will all begin from here. They are considering their level very small. See these she deers, they are so fortunate. Their husbands, their he deers, they don't stop them. And they can directly see Krishna constantly, one pointed. So in reality, they are seeing their feelings inside she deers because our husbands stop us. We are not so fortunate. So in whosoever thinks they are seeing their feelings, 2 points we have to understand. First, they have gone really mad in love for Krishna just by listening the Venu's sound. These gopis are not ordinary. There are three categories which I told you about gopis, if you remember. First was Kaya view, which manifest directly from Radharani. They manifest from Radharani. They appear from Radharani. Second category is Nitya Siddha, eternally liberated. They never enter this world. They're always perfect, always liberated. Third category of gopis is sadhan siddha, those who perform sadhan and they become siddha. So 60,000 years, for 60,000 years, the saints in the forest during Lord Ram's time, they chanted Gopal mantra for 60,000 years. Then they got the fortune to become gopis. So at this high level, those if their mind gets disturbed, they are not ordinary. They are not like us. Our mind gets disturbed after every 1 hour, after every few minutes, because our mind is rejecting and accepting all the time. Sankalp, vikalp, accept, reject. It has no stand. Our mind has no stand. It will accept something and then after it will reject the same decision. This is the level of our mind. But for these high class gopis, they have a very stable, stagnant mind and they are very much fixed. And that mind, if hears Venu sound and becomes perplexed, then it's a big thing. It's a big thing. So from here, whatever gopis speak about, we have to understand by this formula that their mind is actually stagnant, not like us. So they are glorifying those people, those who have eyes and they can see Krishna. So we can't really describe Krishna's roop, his beauty. I used to think, Gopi Singh, that Krishna and Balram, who are very beautiful, when they go for cow grazing with their friends, with their cows to the forest, in Vrindavan forest, and Krishna has a flute in his hands and he has a very smile, a beautiful smile on his face. And that time, if uh, Krishna has a flute on in his hands and he's smiling, he's with Balram and he's with his sakhas and his cows. When he's coming to the forest of Vrindavan, he sh- he should uh, look towards us with with sidelong glance for love and that sweetness. We just want to drink that nectar. This is called gopis are saying that Krishna should okay. So looking through his sidelong glance, that's what gopis are asking for. They don't want Krishna to look at them directly, straight. They were looking for a loving sidelong glance, Kataksh. So Haridwar, in Haridwar, we are having a 7 day Bhagavad Katha. I want to see who has love for me, who will come for me for 7 days, who has love for me. I will put my love on challenge, your love for me for challenge, something like that. So, so Gurudev is just giving this example. So suppose if someone comes on the last day, and if I tell them, I'm just giving an example. If I tell them, oh, you don't need to hear Bhagavatam, you know everything. You are so pure, so high class. You know everything. You don't need to hear Harikatha. So, am I talking directly? Straightforward? This is called Kataksh. This is called, you can't see someone directly straight. That's not called Kataksh. Gurudev is using a very special word here, Kataksh. So, gopis are saying they're not praying for Krishna to look at them directly. They are saying when he would look at us through his sidelong glances lovingly. That's like a that's like a rain of love on gopis. So yes, there is a rain of love when a person is in full anand happiness. That means he's getting wet in that rain of love. One is just taking a shower we take in the bathroom. That's not rain. That's a bath. But getting wet in the rain, that's called version. Getting wet in the rain. So gopis are getting, if someone has a fear of getting wet in the rain, I might get cold and cough, then they wear a raincoat and go out, right? But while taking a shower in the bathroom, no one goes with a raincoat. And this person is wearing lots of water on himself while wearing a raincoat in the bathroom. That means he or she doesn't want to get absorbed in that rain. This is our level, our situation. This is our situation. We don't want to get wet. We don't want to get wet during our shower. What we do, we wear a raincoat, and those who really want to get wet, they come out openly in the rain, and they say, okay, I don't care whatever disease I get, I'll think about that later on. Let me enjoy right now. This is called love, the rain of love. Krishna is very expert in this art. That's why he has long eyes, large. He doesn't have Krishna doesn't have small eyes, but we still have big enough eyes. But Krishna has eyes like lotus petal, big eyes, and those eyes, the the pupil, which moves when we see look when we look here and there, it moves by for Krishna. So just like looking from the corners of your eyes, that's called kataksh. Oh, you will not come to my Bhagavad. So Gurudev is talking like that. So through my Harikatha, I'm promoting Shrimad Bhagavatam in Haridwar. Oh, you'll come for 7 days. And then the eyes become so big. So I speak a lot actually. Like a different style of seeing. Krishna is very expert in doing this. He knows very well how to look at gopis with with his sidelong glance at gopis, because whatever is happening between these two, this is all about love. This is not ordinary or some lusty story. It's not like that. It's all about love, pure and very soft love. So Gurudev is saying what? Let's hear that. Anuragvati, Kalavati, Sobhagya, we heard yesterday. Different names of gopis. Mahabhavati, Mahabhavati. Now, how are they referred here? M- Mahan Gambhire Bhavashalini. It's a very big name and it's a very beautiful name. When you have a daughter in future, keep this name. Mahagambhirine Bhavashalini. Shalini is such a nice name. Shalini. Mahagambhire. The gopis who have feelings which are very special, very deep feelings. Whatever words they are saying is not ordinary. It has, it has, it's, it has lots of gravity, seriousness. Like in English, we say, "I really mean what I'm saying." I I'm putting emphasis on my words. So those gopis are Mahan Gambhirane. They have very grave, serious feelings, not ordinary. Second name is Krishna Anuragini. Those who have complete anurag in Krishna. Krishna Anuragini. They express their heart feelings. We can only understand their feelings with their blessings. Otherwise, we cannot. Those gopis, they express their feelings. This topic is very in depth. It's not ordinary topic, Venugit. I'm trying my best to make it very simple so that we all can understand it. But understand one thing. The words, more these words and those feelings become simple, then it loses its gravity. If we understand them in the same words, then it's um, complete, complete abhas, complete meaning can be understood. If we speak in ordinary language, day to day language, then we lose its importance or gravity or its value. Like we have a perfume bottle, it's called Itr, not perfume, Itr. So for Thakurji, it is Itr. We get a small bottle in Vrindavan. It has different flavors, jasmine, mogra. It's very fragrant. It's called Itr. It has essence of flowers. If you open that bottle, then what happens? It loses all of its fragrance. It all comes out. The more it's kept closed, the more it remains preserved, the fragrance. Similarly, these words, by using these words, if these feelings cannot be expressed, and ordinary small words are used to explain these matters, then its feelings or emotions are lost. You might say, we don't understand such heavy words, then what do we do? There's no other option left. So that's why I'm trying to make to speak in simple words. But if you want to really relish it, then you need to understand the same language in which it's written, this Venu Geet. But to explain it to others, we use simple language. So it is said those Krishna Anuragani gopis, the words which are coming from Gopi's mouth, they are not just words, they are feelings. Like we say some words sometimes and they just remain like words only. But if we say something with feelings, then it has some gravity. So these gopis, they are they are expressing their feelings by the use of words. Can we understand those meanings? We don't even understand the meaning of love. We say love is anything. I love my dog. I love my cat. This happens in America. They don't love their siblings so much as they love their dog. They keep all of their property in the name of the dog. If I die, everything of mine should go to the dog. And the dog becomes so rich, billionaire. This is weird world. How we can understand the gopis prem, but to understand their love for Krishna we need their mercy. So even before reading this gopi Geet, we pray to these gopis, to all these braj gopis, who, how many numbers you are, I don't know. I'm not pure enough. I have no position. What is prem? I don't even know that. I think everything is love. If someone talks to me nicely, I think, yes, I love him or her. In reality, who has love for Krishna? Gopis. Gopis have love for Krishna. So that's why, without your mercy, we cannot understand your language of love. This is the language of love. We cannot understand. So we need to pray to these gopis. It is said that as it is. So Gopis says something about Krishna, by we can take out any meaning by our mind. Will that be okay? What they are trying to say. So the feelings which Gopis have in their mind, those are real feelings for Krishna. Like in Bhagavad Gita, on Bhagavad Gita, it's written Bhagavad Gita as it is. In India, there are 500 commentaries on Bhagavad Gita. Anyone who is not working, they are retired. They will just pick up a Bhagavad Gita and start writing their commentary. I did this. I understood like this. What Krishna said, I understood like this. So they write Bhagavad Gita's commentary as per their mind. But in reality, what is Bhagavad Gita as it is? Whatever God wants, as per that, as per that feelings, those feelings are already expert actually. So gopis are saying, oh, we should pray to gopis that we pray at your lotus feet. We pray at your lotus feet that we try to understand this Venu Geet as per your perception, not by our perception. Otherwise, people will think Krishna is a ordinary boy, gopis are ordinary girls, and it is their material lust, like whatever happens in our society, in schools and colleges. Ordinary lust. No, it's not that. We will not understand Venu Geet by our mental speculation or intelligence. We can, but we shouldn't. But in reality, this is such a high position of love, which I said yesterday. One person doing sadhan, then he gets prem. But gopis are more advanced than any sadhak. Their love is very much condensed. So till there, we have no access yet. So we must pray to these gopis to get their mercy. So our acharyas, Gurudev and Jiva Goswami, they are saying that what can we say regarding the glories of gopis? Krishna is controlled by their love, gopis' love. Chief Goswami is saying, what can I do? I can only pray that I can understand your feelings and I don't put my feelings in between. Like uh, that Krishna who is controlled by your love. Vashibhut means control. Vashikaran mantra. To control someone, you chant some mantras. Gopis have controlled Krishna. They have controlled Bhagwan, not an ordinary person. Krishna is not ordinary. That control is what? By love, by their love. One is torture, one is control. There's difference between torture and control. Both look same. Like wife says to a husband, to her husband, today if you don't come by 5 p.m., I will not eat for next 2 days. Now the husband is disturbed. He has important work. He can get late. There can be traffic. No, it's Christmas. We will sit together and have dinner at home. You have to come home by 5 o'clock. Otherwise, I will not eat for next 2 days. This is not being controlling. This is torturing. So this is husband-wife example. Let's leave it. Let's talk about an ashram's example. In ashram, they are brahmacharis. I saw there in okay, in example, there are 25 brahmacharis and one leader who is very senior. Everyone works as per that leader in the ashram. Now at 4:30 a.m. there will be arti, and coming to Mangla Aarti is very challenging in the morning, 4:30 a.m. Oh, evening Aarti is very nice. Morning Aarti, it's so cold. Who will come out of their blankets? So much trouble. Oh, Bhagwan, you gave us so much trouble. The blanket is so light. Oh, the blanket becomes so heavy, it becomes difficult to lift it up. You might have 6, 7 degrees. Where I am sitting, it's minus 12 degrees. Minus 12. I'm sitting in such cold weather. So, one way is to chastise those 25 brahmacharis. Those who don't come tomorrow for Mangla Aarti, I will break your legs. If you don't come for Mangla Aarti, I'll break your legs. This is torture. And another is to control with love. In one mutt I saw there was one Maharaj. Under him there were 20 brahmacharis, and Maharaj wants that all should come for Mangla Aarti in the morning. If they take bath or not, it's okay, but come for Mangla Aarti. So they made a rule in the mutt. The rule was that everyone, those who sleep in the night, that all they all have to come for Mangalarti next morning. Or he was announcing it openly. Even if one person misses the Aarti, then I will not eat till the evening. I will not have breakfast, no lunch. I will have directly meal in the evening. Is this torture? No, this is to control by love. And this happened. Now, this is a new rule. So it will take time to get implemented. Next day, that brahmachari was not used to get up, he just kept on sleeping. So Maharaj had to fast that day till evening. When next day, when that brahmachari woke up, Then everybody told him that what did you do? Because of you, Maharaj had to fast. So now he went to Maharaj. Please you eat. Okay, I will come tomorrow. Okay, will you come tomorrow for Mangla Aarti? I will eat tomorrow. But I am strict about my rules. I will not break my rules. So he kept on fast till the evening, and this brahmachari got disturbed. If he has love for me, he will come tomorrow for Mangla Aarti. This is called to control with love. I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying that you all leave your meals and keep on fasting. You didn't come for Venugit Katha. So I will not eat anything during the day. It's not like that. If you don't come for Venugit Katha, then you fast. It's not like that. So one is torture and another is to control by love, with love. Gopis, they control Krishna by love. They did everything for Krishna. My body, soul, my feelings, my intelligence, my soul, everything is for you, Krishna. And in return, if you want to give me something, no, don't give me. Keep it for yourself. Give it to someone else. You have so many disciples, Krishna. So you can give this to someone else. I don't want anything from you. So why you love me so much? You definitely want something from me. So Gopi said, yes, yes, we want one thing from you. Yes, yes, tell me. I'm very excited to give you. I want to give you something. Uttavla means excited. Oh, pyare. Oh, Sham Sundar. Gopis are saying, we only pray that that you always give us your lovingly devotional service. Even if you are, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, there's one verse from, I think, Shikshashtakam. Radharani is saying this, oh Krishna, if you are, if you don't give us your darshan, or if you embrace us with love, in both situations, our love is not going to reduce for you. You are our, you will always remain our life, Priyatam, Pran, life. This is called controlling with love. Gopis with this, um, Gopis control Krishna by this love with which they have for Krishna. So Krishna is controlled by love, not like this that I will not talk to you. This is torture. This is not called controlling by love. So one is controlling by performing service towards them. In India, there is a trend. In a factory, there are 1,000 employees. Their demands are not being fulfilled. So they go on strike. We will not come for work. So together they all go on strike. Complete strike, no production, no work. And in China, what happens? If you have 1,000 employees, you can't meet their demands. I heard this when I went there. Still they strike. And they strike for, like if there is a shoe making industry, there are two shoes, left right shoes. They demand that we will only make right side shoe. We will not make the left side shoe. Now, will it sell if there is no left side? But production is still going on. Production doesn't stop, even though they had this wrong demand. One is torture and one is controlling with love. So management also sees Or then they say we will work 2 hours extra, but we will only make the right shoe, not the left shoe. So the work doesn't stop. See this policy. I used to read management in college, so we used to understand all these details. So Gopi's prem controls Krishna. Gopi's love. It's not torture. Gopis don't torture Krishna, but they control him by their love. That is why there is one more. We have one Acharya, Vishwanath Chaudhary Thakurji. What is he saying about Venu Geet? He's saying that Krishna's Venu sound in simple words, Vishwanath Thakur is saying, our position is not at, our perfection is not Krishna, our perfection is gopis. They are our Aradhya. So our Sampraday's name is, what is the name of our Sampradaya? We are Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Those who worship Vishnu are called Vaishnav. Those who worship Krishna, they are called Kashna. Only Krishna. We don't worship Vishnu or Krishna. We worship Radha Rani. That is why ours is Gaudiya Sampradaya. And in simple language, it's a Sampradaya of Gauri. Who is Gauri here? Radharani. So our perfection to get the lotus dust of Radharani and the gopis on our head. This is our perfection. This is our position. Not Krishna, but gopis. So Vishnath Thakur is saying those gopis, those who heard Venu's sound, they Maharaj is telling about one word called Shuddha Vashti, Mishti, Sudha Mishti. You can write in the message Maharaj is saying and tell the meaning. So some people are writing. Sudha means Amrit. From where this Amrit is coming? From the lips of Krishna. And Vrishti means rain, the rain of nectar, Amrit. Those gopis who are, Sudha means the nectar which comes from Krishna's lotus mouth. So gopis are always engaged in, they're always absorbed. Those gopis are our destination. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is said, Jagat Mohan ne Krishna Tahar Mohini. Regarding gopis and regarding Radharani, Krishna's Swarup, Gun, Leela, Aishwarya, Madhurya Adi, it's it's all attractive. That Mahabhava Rupa. So here they are using adjectives in front of Radharani's names. And they did not just say Radha Ji. When our heart is really happy, especially when they have to mention about Radharani, then they have to use lots of adjectives. Like here it is said, Mahabhav Sarupa. Mahabhav Sarupa, and she is Krishna Priya. Fourth is Vishbhanu Nandini, daughter of Vishbhanu Maharaj. Shrimati Radhika, by her love, she captures the love, she captures Krishna. That Krishna whose Aishwarya, Madhurya, beauty, intelligence, everything is top class. That Krishna. So Radha Rani is Krishna Priya, she's Vrishbhanu Nandini, she's Premavati. That Radharani has controlled that Krishna by her surrender to him, by her love for Krishna. Sham Sundar, in whatever you have your happiness, my happiness is in your happiness. I have no separate ABCD from you. And this is the reason that if you come to Vrindavan, you go to Shingarvat, and at the banks of Yamuna Ji, there's Shingar. So there we when we go there we see Krishna is hairdressing Radharani's hair. She has a mirror in her hand, Radharani, and and Krishna sitting behind her. She's hairdressing Radharani's hair, and Radharani is seeing in a mirror, not herself, and she's not seeing, oh, my hairstyle should be like this, not like this. They are absorbed in seeing Krishna, and Krishna is seeing whom? Those who are serving Radharani. This is called controlling love. Such a big Bhagwan and he's hairdressing Radha Rani. He's greedy to serve Radha Rani. This, this is called Vashibhut. Radha Rani has controlled Krishna with her love. Otherwise, there is Lakshmi ji cannot do this with Narayan. Or Sita ji, with Sita ji, it's very minute. Sometimes Krishna would put hair, flowers in Krishna's and Radharani's hair. In Krishna Leela, the name is Shingar Vat, where Radharani's hair were made by Krishna. He put he put hair in her braids to decorate her braid, but Radharani's attention is not going there. Her attention is in the mirror to see Krishna, to see Krishna's eyes, to see Krishna's morpang, his roop, his beauty. This is called controlling with love. And there's Seva Kunj nearby in Vrindavan where Krishna presses the lotus feet of Radharani. Wife will not let her husband to touch her feet. Sita ji has never done that. Lakshmi ji will never do that. But Radharani allows it. Why does she allow Krishna? Because their Maryada is very small and love is too high class in Seva Kunj. Maryada becomes less important and love becomes top class, top important. Where Maryada, awe and reverence becomes too high and love becomes small, then that's not complete surrender or complete love. There is some space gap, but where there's Maryada which is completely removed and love became so prime, it became like a mukut. That is complete love, which we see in Seva Kunj, Vrindavan. The lotus feet which Lakshmi ji doesn't touch. She cannot say this to Narayan, please massage my lotus feet. Sita ji also will also not say this to press my lotus feet with no question at all, no scope. And here Sri Krishna wants to massage the lotus feet of Radharani, and she's like, okay, go on as long as you want. I will not stop you. We will think, yeah, it's good, but what is its gravity? Radharani has nothing for herself. Even she threw out social obligations, a maryada. In whom is she giving importance to? Prem. Oh Krishna, if you want to massage my lotus feet and feel happy, then do it. I'm happy with your happiness. You feel nice to make my hair? My happiness lies in your happiness. That person who's always thinking about Krishna's happiness, that's Radharani. So why should not Krishna controlled by her? So why should he not not concentrate on her all the time? So Krishna, wherever he goes, um 16,108 wives, he sleeps with them in Dwarka. Rukmani, Satyabhama, they are in millions and they are so beautiful. But Krishna cries all night taking Radharani's name. Seeing his more peacock feather, they cry. They love Rukmani. I mean, they both love him. But that all love becomes very small in front of Radharani. Uh, Now at least Radharani could have stopped to leave Krishna, to stop loving Krishna. No, no, no. Yeah, okay, you went to Dwarka for some reason, but you forgot us. Not just one marriage or two marriage or three marriage. You married 16,108 times. So an ordinary woman would say what? Okay, let's not talk about Krishna. Your love got divided. But here, Radharani's love increased more. This is the glories of Radharani. And everyone prays for her lotus feet. Oh Sham Sundar, in whatsoever you have happiness. This is her formula. If you like something, my happiness lies in that. So Krishna, why should he not get controlled by Radhaji? Radharani's love is not reducing because if it reduces, then we actually never loved that person. Is love for situation or some event? This is about divine love, transcendental love. If if seeing that situation that Krishna married so many, okay, seeing this that Krishna married 16,100 times, so I should forget Krishna. This is the situation. So Krishna had to just accept all of those princesses. Rukmaniji wrote a suicide note. It was a love letter, but also a suicide note. What did she write in that letter? Oh Sham Sundar, since day one, whenever I heard your Hari Katha, your glories, I desire to marry you, only you. And if I don't marry you, then this Rukmani won't be alive. Sorry. Yes, Rukmani. If someone is surrendering so much, will Krishna ignore such a person? He accepted her. He accepted the love of Satyabhama. And Satyabhama never saw Krishna. Without seeing, she fell in love with Krishna by just hearing and hearing. And she, in her room, made a beautiful deity of Krishna and she loved that deity of Krishna. When Krishna comes from the front, she feels shy, Satyabhama. So, like Jamvati, like this, Mitrabinda, Kalindi, all these eight main prime queens, and then 16,000 are different queens. Those were kidnapped by the demon Narkasur in his palace. And then they wrote a letter to Krishna. You please come and deliver us, free us. Krishna went. It's a long katha. I've said this in Bhagavatam. He killed Narkasur. Now 16,100 princesses, they were left. and they were asked by Krishna to go to their homes. They said, "Who will accept us? Our reputation is gone now. We all want to marry you. You please don't leave us and go." So, what would Krishna do there? This is Krishna's weakness. He doesn't reject anyone's love. If not today, then tomorrow he will accept. Ramji has delayed to accept Shubhlaka's love. In Krishna Lila, he accepted her as Kubja. But Krishna is not Ram. Krishna is Krishna. And the decision will be on the spot. It won't be kept for future. So Krishna married so many times, but he never forgot Radharani. And Radharani's love is increasing in separation from Krishna. So after 100 years, after 80 years, uh, their meeting took place with Krishna. Krishna, when they were just 10, Krishna left them. And then they all met at Kurukshetra. After 70, 80 years, they all met. Someone forgets us after so many years. But that separation, mood of separation, they keep in their heart and feel separation from Gurudev. That Radharani's love controls Krishna. This is called controlling mantra, but not controlling, but not, it's not torturing. It's not forceful. This is out of love, complete pure love. ये प्रेम की बात है उद्धव. This is about love. Maharaj is saying one verse in Hindi. Who else can explain it better than gopis? It looks like I just spoke for 10 minutes, but 1 hour went. Winter time is like that. In summers, we would do Venu Geet. Let's end this Harikatha here. I speak when this this translation, this verse is heart touching. Our situation is not that high or position. We don't have that love. But when we hear these gopis' points and bhav, our Gurudev would always remain absorbed in these bhavs. In America, today is Gurudev's Tithi. In Bharat, India, it will be tomorrow. So tomorrow there won't be any Harikatha. We will not do Venu Geet because in all temples there will be festival to celebrate this Tithi. So tomorrow you have an off. Now we will hear day after tomorrow. That would be, it will be last class. Then there will be a long break because then I'm going to Holland and Katha will be there and then we will restart. So I prepared all of you in the beginning. Tomorrow is Gurudev's Tithi. In our place, it's today. There will be a class in the evening. If you want to hear Harikatha, please come on Facebook. Gurudev always used to remain absorbed in these bhav, Radharani's bhav. In America, Gurudev used to speak Harikatha. He is speaking about Prahlad, Dhruv Maharaj, and gradually he would reach the level of Radharani's prem. And then he would say, after 45 minutes, "Oh, I was talking about Dhruv Maharaj, how I came on Radharani's glories." This is my problem. Gurudev used to say, "This is my problem. This is my problem. I cannot resist without speaking Radharani's glories." As if in his entire body, there is love for Radharani completely in all of his body. All this katha which you are hearing now is Gurudev's Harikatha. He would always remain absorbed in Radharani. He would always glorify Radharani because there's such a high level of prem that even Krishna gets controlled by that love. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hare